Beaders, it's me Mandy with Bead Woven Dreams. And so for this video tutorial here, I'm going to show you how to attach a snap clasp onto a cubic right angle weave or right angle weave bracelet. It's pretty much the steps are, yeah, they're pretty much the same, cubic or right angle weave. So I'll show you how to do that. I realized today that when I was finishing up this bracelet that I hadn't done a free tutorial in a while, so actually it's been sometime last year, so it's 2018 or a few months in, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you how to do this. What is this? Oh, okay, it's extra thread hanging loose there a little bit. Alright, so I have this bracelet here. This is my first tutorial. This is going to be available on Etsy. I'll have the link in the description below. This is the Kallista bracelet. It's all cubic right angle weave. Just basically bezeling a pearl and just kind of thinking about cubic right angle weave differently. So if you're interested in that tutorial, the link will be below to the Etsy. And again, if you're used to my tutorials, you'll know that there are unlisted video demos that go with my tutorial, so that will definitely be available for this as well. The links will be in a PDF once you download it. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. So this is my snap. It's just a regular clothing snap that you can get at Joann's or any bead store. We do sell them at One Stop Bead Shop, but you can get them at Joann's or any fabric store or any bead store if they sell them. Alright, so if you watch some of my videos with using a snap, this will be very familiar to you. So I took it apart basically, and with the nubs facing down, this is the top part, this is the bottom part of the snap. So the top part snaps in to the bottom part like so, okay? And you know the top part is like this right here is really, really flat, and the nub is like thinner, and then on the bottom part it's more like a well. It's kind of rounded, and this little nub is like really short and fat. Okay, so this is the bottom part. Top part snaps into the bottom part. That's really important to kind of remember, so that way you know what goes where. And I already have one snap already attached, the bottom part and the top part already attached. Okay, so basically with this bracelet design, it's all cubic right angle weave. Each of the components is all cubic right angle weave. And so what I did was at the end of the bracelet, I just made, let's see, 1, 2, 3, a section of right angle weave that attached that's 3 units, I guess you could say 3 units wide. That's attached to the cubic right angle weave, and you can see here's the cubic right angle weave, and here's where it merges. I just have it into right angle weave right here, so it's more flat. And you don't necessarily have to do it this way if you want to keep it all cubic right angle weave, because in one of my video bracelet designs, this is in our Oasis. Instead of extending this part of the bracelet for and just right angle weave, I kept it at cubic right angle weave. So I kept it really thick. So you can do it either way. You can keep it, you can attach to cubic right angle weave, or just have that section of right angle weave attached to the CRAW and do it that way. But again, the steps are the same to attach a snap. You do want to make sure that whatever section you're attaching it to, that it is wide enough to cover the top part of the snap clasp, so that way it fits under the beadwork, so it doesn't jut out. It fits nice and, you know, under the beadwork. Okay, so alright, so this is what we're going to do. I have my needle coming out of this bead right here, because I want to attach the snap to this unit right here. This is unit, like counting from the bottom, this is unit 1 and this is unit 2, and I want the snap to be anchored to this bead right here and this bead right here. So they're both on unit 2, right here. Like this is the first unit, like the first row. This is the second like unit row right here. So I want it to be attached to these two right here, okay? So you want to make sure that you're working on the inside of the bracelet. As you can see, I have the right angle weave that's attached to the outside of the bracelet, and this is the inside of the bracelet. So you want to make sure that you attach the snap clasp with the nub facing you on the inside of the bracelet, okay? So my nub is facing me right now, and I'm working on the inside of the bracelet. And you can tell because in this case, the bicones are all on the front side. On the front side, outside, and this is all on the inside. Okay? Alright. So what I did from here, since I'm exiting this bead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch up through one of the holes on the snap. Make that clearer. So stitching up through one of the holes, then I'm going to stitch down to the next hole. So I'm going to call this hole 1. So I come up through hole 1, down through hole 2, got my thread tangled there a little bit. Okay, so you see how the thread will fall over this little tab right here. It's good I'm working with a white thread and a black clasp, so you can see this. So as I come up through hole 1, down through hole 2, the thread falls over this little tab right here, okay? And then I'm going to go back through that bead I exited. So basically, creating a loop. See that? Like so. And then I'm going to pull. And when I pull, you see how it sits nice on the top of the right angle weave. So from here, it's kind of hard to see that bead under the snap clasp, so I'll show you what I do. So I'm coming up through hole 1. I'm going to go down through hole 2, and I'm just going to stitch right also through the section of right angle weave. Okay, I'm just going to stitch right through. Not stitching through any beads, just pushing my needle right through. When you turn it over, you can find that bead that you want to attach the snap clasp to. So you will just stitch through it on the front side, like through the bracelet, and then take your needle and stitch right through between these beads here. And you can see, if you just look through the right angle weave section right here, you can see the holes of the snap. So you just stitch right through. And then you see I'm coming up through hole 1, and then down through hole 2. Oops. And then through that bead right here. Put the back out of that extra bead right here. I did not want to go through him. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. And then you just take your needle, stick through the hole of the right angle weave, and you can just see the holes of the snap clasp. Just poke right through. Okay? And then you do that as many times as you can. Get through this 11-0 without needing to pull it with pliers because you don't want to break your bead and have to start that whole section of raw all over again. Okay, but as you see, I'm making like a few passes, and you can see more thread is going over this tab right here. And so once we're done with that, I'm going to make one more pass, going through hole 2. And what I'm going to do, just to show you, is I would go through that bead, oh boy, okay, and then I want to attach, as you can look through, you can see the holes with this bead. So I'm coming out of this bead right here, and you can see the holes that are above and below this bead, this one, right here. So you go through this bead here, yeah, like so. And then up through this bead here, and then through your right angle weave and pushing through the snap as well. And then you would repeat those steps, okay? So you do like that. That's how you attach the top part of the clasp. For the bottom part, it's really easy. Sorry, I did the hard part first. Again, we want to make sure that we're matching up our snaps. So remember, I was attaching it to the beads that were in unit 2. So I'm going to find unit 2 over here. So this is unit 1. Okay. This will be unit 2. So I want to attach the bottom part of the snap to the holes that are on either side of unit 2. So you see this is a hole right here, this is a hole right here. And those are the beads with the holes facing you. And this is unit 2. Alright? So get my snap. And you see the needle's facing towards me. So I'm going to stitch through. Oops. Okay, stitch through. Like so. Oh wait, oops. I knew something was wrong. I'm so sorry. So basically what you want to do is you want to... Uh-oh, I'm all tangled now. Oh, great. Sorry. Forgot my own instructions. Okay. So, then, the thread is coming towards me. You want to go up through... Okay, I did it again. Hold on. This is what I get for going so long without making a video tutorial. Alright, so actually what you want to do is you want to stitch down with the nub facing you. You want to stitch down through the clasp. So the thread is coming towards you, you want to stitch down through the clasp, through that hole right there, okay? It's going to flip around, that's fine a little bit, so. And then we're going to come back through this bead that we exited right here, like so. And then take your needle, stitch down through that hole. We're going to call it hole 1. And then back through that bead. And then we're going to do that a few times, as many times you can comfortably without breaking your bead. And then I'm going to come through, I came through this bead right here. And now I'm going to go through this bead right here. The other bead with the hole facing me of unit 2. I'm going to come up through hole 2. Again, the nub is facing me. And then back through that bead. And then hole 2. And then through the bead. So you see how that works. And you do that a few times. Okay. That's how that works. Really simple. You want to make sure when you're working and you're attaching snaps that on the inside, the nubs are facing the same direction on both sides. So the nubs are facing up. So that way, when you fold it and snap it closed, it snaps perfectly. And so that's how you would attach snaps to a right angle weave or a cubic right angle weave bracelet. So there you have it. Very simple, very easy. I hope you get to use this in any of your projects that you're working on. If you prefer to use snaps, I do. I've been using them, what, now for 2 years, I guess, and they haven't failed me yet. And I love working with them. I mean, they hide under the beadwork, and you don't have to think about it. At least I don't have to think about like what kind of snap I want to use and etc., etc. Just use some snaps and hides under the beadwork. There you go. So that's how you would use snaps on cubic right angle weave bracelet. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, or hit me up on Facebook if you have my Facebook page, Bead Woven Dreams. You can find me there on Facebook, or if you have my personal Facebook page, you can comment or message me there too. And again, if you want this tutorial for this bracelet, I'll have it in the in the description below. And if you're interested in this one too, I'll list that one as well. So anyway, that's it. Hope you have fun. Happy beading. Take care. Bye-bye.